Welcome into the 3-10 Broncos breakdown. Denver has officially been eliminated from playoff contention. But guys, let's be honest. This was the best game we have seen from the Broncos all year long. I mean, the fans at Mile High, for the first time since probably the Niners game on Sunday night in September, we're actually into it, right? We're actually being loud. After falling behind 27-0 and looking like this might be the biggest blowout in Broncos history, this team rallied. This team showed some guts. This team showed some fight in them. So we're going to run through the recap. It's a lot of loser talk because, yeah, you dropped to your arch rival 34-28. 14 straight losses now against Kansas City. You didn't have much to play for. You weren't going to the playoffs, but it would have been nice to kind of stick it to Kansas City, right? To really throw a wrench into their final playoff push plans of maybe getting the 1 seed. Ultimately, not to be. Patrick Mahomes was Mahomes at time. He had a fantastic, unbelievable touchdown, but he also threw 3 interceptions. This Broncos defense, if you look at that and go 34 points, that's their worst performance since, the Chargers game last year in terms of just points allowed? Yeah, but you also played the high-powered Kansas City offense, and you picked off Mahomes 3 times. You forced some key 3-and-outs, right? You gave your offense an opportunity to get the ball back and take the lead. Ultimately, could not be the case. Now, speaking of the offense, Russell Wilson, one of the biggest storylines coming out of this game was he left the game with a concussion. Ian Rappaport already tweeting that out. But Russ got clocked. I mean, it was a bit of a scary sight, no doubt about it. Hopefully he is okay. You never like to see that type of stuff happen, no matter who is playing. And so for Russ, it was a scary sight for all of us watching on TV. Camera zoomed in on his face, and he looked like he had no idea what day it was or where he was. Now, Russ, give him a lot of credit. He is one tough SOB. I'm guessing he wanted to go back out there and play for the rest of the game for his team. Brett Rippon came in and, you look like a backup quarterback. But Russell Wilson, hopefully he is okay. If I had to guess, though, you're entering the last 4 weeks of the season. Wouldn't be shocked if they just put him on IR and say, between the shoulder, the hamstring, and now a concussion, for a 3-10 team that's been eliminated from the playoffs, we have sunk $250 million into you. Maybe it's best to shut you down for the rest of the season. So it's a bummer to see, especially with the way he played today, but this might be the last snap we see of Russell Wilson for 2022. Now, speaking of today's game, was today a fluke, right? Was this just a one-off thing? Hey, this team, this locker room rallied, made some plays, started to gain some momentum, down 6 at the half, getting the ball back? Or was this, maybe the start of something? Right? Maybe the start of this team building something going into next year. It's a bummer that it might not be without Russell Wilson, because without Russ, it doesn't feel like you're really going to be building anything concrete, because he's what you have to build around. You know what I mean? If Brett Rippon catches fire, cool. What's that going to do for us next year? Not a whole lot. But it was nice to see Jeudy get involved. Let's talk about Jeudy, though. Let's all collectively clap it up for Jeudy. The guy had 2 fantastic interceptions. He had 9 tackles, leading the team with that many. 9 solo tackles, too. Jeudy played balls to the wall, his best game probably. In just terms of the moment, Patrick Mahomes, he always sort of gets away with throwing so-so passes that get dropped and not intercepted. No, Denver made Mahomes play. It made Mahomes pay. Patrick Surtain had an awesome INT. Initially ruled incomplete, but he pops that puppy up. Love to see it. But Jeudy, especially the second one, he just plucked it out of the air, right? That is a wide receiver caliber catch, not an off-ball linebacker. But Jeudy this year has played way better than a 2-year, $11.5 million contract. He has been one of the better inside linebackers in all of football. So give Jewell a lot of credit. And this defense, sure, they gave up 34 points. But, they didn't even give up 34 points. Willie Gay had a pick 6. You get the gist, though. You might look at the box score here and go, oh, the Broncos defense got gashed. Really didn't feel like it. Sure, in the first quarter and a half it did, but in the second half, this Broncos defense, after going down 27-0, they went on a 28-6 run. So give Denver's defense a lot of credit. Now, we're going to get to more stats, more highlights and whatnot in just a moment, but I have to share with you all today's sponsor, which is Fetch. I want to tell you all about it. Use the free Fetch app on your iPhone or Android, scan your receipts, and earn points, and then turn those points into gift cards. Whether you're shopping at Target, Walmart, grocery shopping, or even your local mom and pop store, you can earn reward points by just scanning your receipts with Fetch. You can also connect your Amazon account and your email to earn points on all your e-receipts. Use my link to download, chatsports.com/fetch, and enter promo code CHAT at sign up for 5,000 bonus points when you scan your first receipt. That's the equivalent of a free $5 gift card. As you accumulate more points, you can then click on Redeem in the Fetch app and choose from hundreds of stores, retailers, and restaurants like Amazon, CVS, Starbucks, and then turn those points into gift cards. You can see how easy it is to use right there. The 5,000 bonus points, though, that offer is only for a limited time. So take advantage of it and get started right now. Chatsports.com/fetch. Enter promo code CHAT at sign up and you will get 5,000 bonus points. The link for that is in the comments and the description of today's show. So get started today and start making some money off things you are already purchasing with free gift cards coming your way to all of your favorite stores and restaurants all year long. All right, let's talk more about this game, right? Russell Wilson, Jerry Jeudy. How about Jeudy? How about Jerry Jeudy? Hat trick, first time ever, 3-touchdown performance. I think I saw on Twitter, Jeudy had 3 touchdowns in the prior 20 games. He had 3 today. In fact, during the game, my buddy Marshall Green was like, hey, are they going to pick up Jerry Jeudy's 5th-year option? And I said, kind of 50-50. Kind of feeling like it's maybe not going to happen. And then the next play was his first touchdown. I was like, actually, maybe they will. If Jerry Jeudy can go on a bit of a run here, and what's going to be somewhat meaningless Broncos football because they don't control their own first-round draft pick. Big Cock Brock right now for the Niners has that looking like the 32nd overall pick. But for the Broncos, it is just about letting some guys look like, you know what? This is a piece for the future, right? Jerry Jeudy might have come along a bit slower than we would have liked, but great to see him start to look like the first-round pick that he was. And then we move on to this guy, Patrick Mahomes. Has tormented the Broncos since he arrived to Kansas City, but he did not have his A stuff today. Like, he had some Mahomes magic, that flip and whatnot. Speaking of the flip, how about Marlon Mack? Quick sidebar here. Marlon Mack was someone, when he was running into the end zone, I think most of us were like, yo, who is that, by the way? Who is 37? Oh, that's Marlon Mack, right, of course. It's been a complete revolving door at running back. We saw Mike Boone go down early in the game, but Marlon Mack, that was awesome. I'm glad I could steal some of Mahomes' airtime for some Marlon Mack, just overall round of applause time. But Mahomes, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. At the end, he had the ability to pick up the big first downs, right? Finding Juju Smith-Schuster, some early success, no doubt about it. But PS2 and Josie Jewell and Jonathan Cooper and Baron Browning, these are some guys that are stars like PS2, but Baron Browning and Jonathan Cooper, they were wreaking havoc on Mr. Ketchup Head, number 15. So shout out to this defense. I don't care what the box score says. 350 yards, 3 touchdowns. It was not easy sledding for Mahomes today at Mile High. In fact, the last 2 games, go back to last year. Remember Drew Lock in December, late in the season? Was it week 17? Broncos lost by 4, 27-23. There's been something to, you know what? I get it. They've won 14 in a row. Last time Denver beat Kansas City, Obama was in office. But the last couple outings, maybe I'm just being a bit delusional, a bit biased, but gotten a bit tougher for Kansas City, it feels like, which that is the only win you can get here. Because, had the Broncos won today, that would have been their equivalent of the Super Bowl, right? Beating the Chiefs, potentially knocking them out of the race for the number 1 seed would have been awesome for Denver. that is the box you wanted to check. All right. If you are looking for a Broncos YouTube channel, by the way, we are less than 100 subscribers away from reaching 11,000 here. We're going to get you guys daily recaps after every game, of course, news and rumors throughout the week, highlights, all that good stuff. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Less than 100 to go. Would be awesome if we can get there from this video alone. Some final thoughts before we let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Listen, 34-28 is a bummer. You never like losing to your rival. But let's be honest. This game right now, this game right here, I enjoyed watching that a hell of a lot more than the Texans win, than the Niners win, right? I mean, this game actually felt like, okay, we're seeing something here. It's a shame that it came at the cost of just when you're starting to make some progress on offense, Russell Wilson goes down. And for Nathaniel Hackett, I think the greatest thing I can say about him is we didn't bring him up till the end of the video because Hackett wasn't an eyesore today. He rallied his troops. He got them down from a 27-0 deficit to play hard and come back in this game. So Hackett, we're going to lay off the fire Hackett train for 12 to 18 hours, and then we'll hop back on. But give credit to Nate for getting his boys fired up and ready to bounce back and play hard despite falling into essentially a 4-touchdown deficit at the start. I appreciate all of you guys for clicking on to today's video, making us a part of your day. For Matthew Peterson, going to sign off. See you guys tomorrow with more Broncos news and rumors.